All right, all right. Good afternoon, good afternoon. How you guys doing on this lovely Tuesday afternoon? And guess what? It is June the 1st. June the 1st. Let me get some lighting in here. It's a little dark. Okay, so I want to welcome you guys on here for today's live. This is a very important message we're going to talk about today. We want to talk about 6 ways to revive a struggling business. I know a lot of folks out there is running their business, and it may not be working exactly how they anticipated. So this is a great time to have this conversation. It is June the 1st, so we can get some new ideas to move forward. So we're going to talk about 6 ways to revive your struggling small business, guys, and I'm going to talk about 6 different things that we can do. Try to go through it really quickly. So y'all make some notes, okay? And hi, Lisa Gordon. How are you doing? Thanks for jumping in here. Let's see. I think I need to hit live on my Instagram page over here and get these people in. Yes, here we are, live on IG. How you guys doing? So again, today, Elaine Proby here, CEO, PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. And we want to talk about 6 ways to revive a struggling small business. We know that a lot of people are running their business out there. And again, like I said, it may or may not be working the way you anticipated. So we want to get to that right away. And so we want to make sure that you guys are really on point and know what it is that you need to do so that your business can be more successful. Okay. And this is what we're here for. We're here to make sure that you are successful in what it is that you do. And just like PROBY'S Tax and Accounting have helped a lot of business make millions of dollars, one of the things we want to do here, giving back to the community, is to assist you in making your business successful so you can also make a lot of money. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk about 6 ways to revive your struggling small business, guys. Today, I wanted to start out by saying that a lot of small businesses, are having a hard time simply because of cash flow. And that's usually the biggest problem. Cash flow is the biggest problem, right? And so a lot of small businesses have a problem with cash flow. So what we want to do is talk about how to address the problem from the very onset. And then this way, the quicker you get to it, the sooner you get to it, the faster you do something about it, the better your chances are of reviving and bouncing back, as we say, quicker and faster. Okay, so let's talk about finding what the problem is. So if your business is failing, your cash flow is getting, a little tight, that's one sign of it, because the cash flow is tight, meaning that there's more money going out than money is coming in. And so that's the first sign. If you constantly is looking at there's money's going out, there's less money coming in, guys, if that is your situation, then the cash flow is getting tight, then you are heading for a problem if you don't do something about it right away. So what we want to talk about is finding out what the problem is. So first thing, we want to take a look at the way you're doing business, your whole operation. You want to take an evaluation of what's going on. How are you operating? Right? You want to look at it to see, are we doing things as planned? Are we following the protocol? How is that working? You want to look at a time when your business was making money, right? So if your business had a period where you were making money, and so now all of a sudden you're just really not making any money, what you want to do is you want to look back at the period when you were making the money, see everything that you were doing in that period. Find out how were you conducting business, what type of revenue was coming in, where was it coming in from. You have to do an evaluation to see what changed. This is what we want to know. What changed during the process? Why was we making money over here and why we're not making money now? So that's the first thing you have to do. You have to go and look and evaluate your business operation and take a look and see what changed, right? Once you know what changed, then of course you can do something about it. So that's the first thing, right? Number one is to find out, evaluate the business, find out what the problem is. And that's my first point. Okay. Now, once you know what changed, we can do something about it. Let's go to my second point. Second point is you might want to, and this is usually the first key, revive your marketing. This is usually the first key because marketing brings more business in. It brings in more customers, it brings in more clientele. So you want to go back and look and see, how am I doing this? Am I, living up to what the market requirement is? What am I doing things right? This is what you want to know. You want to know if you're doing things right, right? So you want to look at, say, for instance, maybe direct sales. You want to look at the inexpensive way to market your business. You don't have to pay nowadays with everything going on. You don't have to pay a huge amount of money to market your business. So you want to do it very inexpensively, and you can do this simply by sending out, doing emails, right? Hopefully you have an email list that you have created over time. One of the key things, guys, when you start a business, you notice everyone wants your email address for everything you pay for a service or merchandise. They want the email address. What they're doing is they're compiling an email list. So if you haven't done this, make sure that you're doing this within your business. And what they do is you can revive your marketing by sending out direct email to everyone on your email list, right? I know now that there's a lot of people who are doing stuff by texting. So you might want to, have that going on in your business as well, right? So you want to revive your marketing strategy. And again, social media. Make sure that you're online. Make sure that your Facebook, make sure that your Instagram pages, make sure that your Twitter, make sure that all those things are branded and you're on there. It is very expensive to do that. So you want to start off by reviving your marketing strategy. Do it very inexpensive. Once again, your business cash flow is really tight at this point, so you don't have a lot of money to spend on this stuff. So you want to do it very inexpensively, again, by the email, again, by texting. A lot of business guys, you guys know that. I'm sure you guys have already bought purchased merchandise or something offline, and the first thing they ask you is for your email and your phone number. They send you these texts. If you try to shop and you didn't complete your shopping, they send you these texts. So texting service is a very excellent way. Again, email from your email list, Facebook, all your social media, very inexpensive, right? And there's also too, if you're selling merchandise, there's also like maybe discount services, guys, like Groupon, one of those things. They're very good. Starting off a new business with products, again, they do a lot of advertising for you. Your total sales is going to be less, of course, because you have to pay for that service. But again, it gets your business out there and it revives your whole marketing strategy. Okay, so that's my second point today. Hi, Laverne. Thanks for jumping on here. Hi, Diane. Good to see you. All right. Hey, Thomas Zero. Thanks for jumping in here too. Hi, Andy. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. Awesome. I love all the hearts. You guys keep putting the hearts up there if you love what we're talking about today. Hit like and share and get everybody involved with this. We're talking about 6 ways to revive your struggling business. Again, we want to make sure everybody's successful and everybody makes a lot of money in what they're doing. So I'm going to jump into number 3, guys. Number 3 is rejuvenate your offering. I love this one. Okay, I love this one because everybody will shop when they see certain things like, and which I do a lot of shopping online. Free shipping, guys. Buy one, get one free. Look at your offering if it's a product you're selling, right? Again, discount. And I see this even from text messages that I get from some of my clients who are in the food business. I get this all the time. They're having a senior day, right? Senior meals, half price. Maybe student meals. I got a lot of clients in the food service business. So all these discounts work. You want your offerings, you want to rejuvenate that stuff. You might go back and change some of that stuff and see what happens. It might be a holiday, you want to have your specials, you want to have if it's a product, and I mean what I'm saying is any type of product you're selling. Services, we're always over giving information, we're always giving consultation, we're always doing a lot when it comes to services, guys. I mean, a lot of the people in the service business give a lot to their clients. You want to know what the customers and the clients really need. They want to fulfill those needs. Your offering has a lot to do with how much you give them and how satisfied they are. Okay, so you want to do that. Again, like I said, there's many ways that you can have different type of offerings, guys, especially in the product business. And you can definitely do that as well. So let's move on to our 4th point. I know I want to just jump through this because it's 6 ways, and I want you guys to really make notes of this stuff because it's just a lot of great information to keep your business on track and to have you become very successful. So let's number 4 is very important. I love number 4. Change your business model, guys. This is, let me tell you, this is so common. Most businesses have changed their model. Now, when you started off your business, you have one grand idea of how you're going to make this thing work and how you're going to run it and how you're going to make all this money, right? And the idea that you started off your businesses with generally never is the idea you ended up on, right? So your business model may need to change. Don't be so stuck on you initially had an idea, you wrote up this business plan, you're running this business this way, And don't be so stuck and not want to change it, because if that's not what's working for you, you want to change your business model. And many of the major successful businesses, they have changed their business model. Just for an example, guys, I want to use an example as Netflix. Everyone is very familiar with Netflix, right? So initially, they were in the business of just distributing content. That's all they were doing, right? Now they're producing content, they're distributing content, so they have tripled their sales simply because they changed their business model. They're not just distributing anymore, right? So they're producing and distributing. So that's what it means by changing your business model. You see what I'm saying? So, but, Amazon, all those huge companies, they have changed. They started off doing one thing, and they were maybe just delivering or selling books. Then all of a sudden they're doing everything. So your business model, very important. You don't have to just get stuck with the idea you originally started. Most of the successful businesses started off one way and they ended up a whole nother business model and still providing the goods and services they intended to do, right, in the first place. So that is my fourth point, right? So let's get to the fifth point, guys. I want to welcome Klaus for Pop for jumping in here too. Ty Lewis, how you doing? Okay. Thank you, guys. So I want to get into the fifth point today, guys. Refinancing. Now, refinancing, this is a big word and it sounds a little scary. Oh my God, what am I refinancing? But there are stuff like maybe major purchases on, let's say, equipment. You might have major purchases on equipment. You are having, you have to pay a note. Maybe your interest rate is not the greatest. You might want to go back to the bank and say, hey, this interest rate is not the greatest. I want to refinance this stuff. A lot of companies are in, they're doing transportation, or they're using vehicles in their business. Maybe it's a fleet of trucks. Maybe it's a fleet of cars. If you're in the trucking business, whatever it is, you may want to refinance some of these major business equipment and or even real estate. Some businesses own the real estate. Some of them own the building they're operating from. You may want to go back and say, my interest rate is not the best. I need to refinance this. Go back and you can lower all those payments. When you refinance at a lower interest rate, guys, you lower payments on everything. You lower payments on your vehicle, your cars, trucks, your building. If you own the real estate, large equipment that you may have financed, just take a look around in your business, see what it is that you are having a bank note on, and you want to go back in and negotiate the interest rate. So refinance and drop those interest rates, drop the payments, and that will help your cash flow. All right, producing and distributing. All right, yes, and Andy, producing and distributing, exactly. That's what Netflix, they were just distributing. Now they're doing both. So they're making lots of money now, okay? So that's my fifth point, guys. And the sixth point, again, is not it's not the most favorable, because most people don't want to feel like the business is failing to the point where, they really have to downsize and they really have to, make some drastic moves. And so the sixth point, but, in some cases, this is your last option. You may need to slash your costs, right? You may need to get rid of some of the most expensive things in your operation, guys. You revive your struggles from it. Okay, yeah, you may need to slash your costs. And you may need to, just take a look at certain things, communication wise, maybe phone services. A lot of times those things you may have add-ons that you don't really need. You want to look at that. Payroll is a very expensive venture for a lot of business. You may want to outsource your payroll costs. You may want to hire independent contractors who are responsible for their own costs. You may want to, take a look at your insurance policies to make sure that you're covered completely. You don't have any extras that you don't need. You may have to look at some of the limits. Maybe some of the policy limits may be too high. Your premium may be higher than it needs to be. So this is what it means by slashing costs. Review your operation. Make sure that you're paying adequate amount of premium services for your services, that you're paying enough for your services without jeopardizing the business completely. All right. And so this will loosen up your cash flow, guys. And once your cash flow is loosened up, you are able to then take that money, reinvest it in the business, and get your marketing up. Bring back your customers, bring back your clients, and your business can start increasing. Okay, so this is what we want to do. All right. So, guys, I know that sounds like a whole lot, but it's 6 great points. Make a note of this stuff. I'm going to go back and recap these points for you guys today. Again, we're talking about 6 ways to revive the struggling small business. You're in business, you're in it to win it, like they say. You're here to make a lot of money, and you definitely don't want to, to go out of business. This is not what we want to do here at all. So let me go back over this point. 6 ways to revive a struggling small business. I learned a good. Thank you. Okay, the first one is find the problem. Find the problem so you can solve the problem. You know what it is, you can take care of it, right? And the sooner you do it, the better it is. 2, revive your marketing. We always got to make sure we're keeping up with the times, right? We got to revive our marketing. We got to make sure we are doing things according to what's going on. And we got to improve everything that we're doing. You got to stay with your competitors. That's the word. You have to stay with your competitors. You got to stay in line. You have to stay in competition. And then, of course, number 3, you want to rejuvenate your offering. There's always something you can offer. There's always something. Like I said, the senior days, senior meals, there's the students, there's a 10%, there's a buy one, get one free. There is free shipping. There's different things. You can bundle packages together. Guys, for services, there's a lot of free consultation. I mean, we do it all the time. Free consultation. You can just call and get free consultation all the time. As long as you're supplying the clients with their needs. And then number 4, change your business model, guys. Business transform themselves all the time. So don't be so stuck in the way you started is the way you got to end up. No, half of them, most of them don't even end up the way they started, and they have tripled their revenue and they're very, very, very successful. It's okay to change your idea and still have the same point in product and services that you intended to in the first place. All right. And then number 5, guys, refinance. Take a look around if you have any notes or any loans, and you're financing anything, major equipment, vehicle, real estate. You want to check those interest rates. You want to refinance that stuff, drop your payments, free up your cash flow. And then, of course, the last one, number 6, is the slash cost. Go back over your operation, guys. The best way to do this, like I always say, is to make sure that you do your accounting. We always have to come back to that proper accounting. You can take a look at what you're paying for your overhead expenses, for instance, and you can figure out where you can slash costs. You can evaluate your insurance policies, look at your phone services, overhead expenses. You can check out employee costs. You may want to do contract services. There's ways so you can do that as well and not jeopardize the business completely. Free up your cash flow, get more money, market, bring more business in, more sales, more customers, right? More clients. All right, so that is my 6 points today, guys. I want to let you guys know that we're here at PROBY'S Tax and Accounting to assist you further. If you need any more clarification on this stuff, you guys, you can give us a call here at PROBY'S Tax and Accounting at 323-290-9034. What we're doing here is assisting, helping the community. We want all of you guys to grow, get your business going, be successful. We want everybody to be successful, okay? Your success is our business. That's our motto, right? Okay, so that's it, guys. That's it for me today on that point. I will be back on Thursday. We'll be back on Thursday. Let's see what Andy says. Awesome. Thank you, Auntie. You are very welcome. Appreciate you jumping on here. All right. So on Thursday, we'll be back with the tax effect of stock investing. Lots of folks, I got a lot of clients, lots of folks is investing in the stock market now. Let's talk about how that affects you tax-wise, because everything has a tax effect, guys. This is the reason why it's so important to listen to the stuff coming from a tax angle, because everything you do has a tax effect. All right. And if you know what that is in advance, then you can plan accordingly and save a lot of money on your taxes, which will put more money in your pocket and you can build wealth. That's what we're going to talk about today on Thursday. All right. So I want to thank you guys for jumping in here. Again, I'm out of here. Elaine Proby, CEO, PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. You guys can visit our website at probystax.com for more information. And don't forget, we're coming up with our business 5-day challenge course for all the people who are starting their business. We have a 5-day challenge. We're going to teach you how to start that business, get it going again, and have, I'll teach you how to make it grow so you can be successful at that great business that you so want to do. All right. So with that said, guys, I'm out of here. I want to thank you guys again. Hi, Lorna, Diane, Lisa, and you guys over here, Andy, and Thomas Zero. Thank you guys, Carlos for Pop. Thank you guys for jumping in. With that said, guys, I want you guys to take care of each other and take care of yourself. See y'all later. Bye-bye.